What's going on, everybody? Brett here, and we're back playing some more Battle Brothers on the Beast and Exploration DLC. Picking up where we left off last time, it's day 549. It's night. And we're hunting a pretty large group of orcs. You can see here our contract payment is 4,640 crowns. If I remember right, it's been about a day and a half, 2 days maybe, since I was last able to pick up this game and play. So forgive me, but I think there's a big group of orcs right here, some young and berserkers perhaps. I don't think there are any warriors. Let's go ahead and check out our crew before we get into that fight. I see here we have a level. Yes. So, oh, that's right. Okay, so at the end of the last episode, Sir Dankred, we put the Masterwork Choir on him. So, the way these flails work, and we need to look at Cascade to understand that better. So, there are two different types of these one-handed flail weapons. They have different sets of attacks. They attack in 3 separate hits. This is important to know. Someone reminded me in the comment section, I think it was Mr. Blue, that one of the best ways to take advantage of this is with an on-hit effect like Fearsome. So Fearsome was the one he mentioned, and that got me to thinking, yes, that's awesome. So potentially getting 3 checks of Fearsome sounds pretty badass. But also, we were holding off on our last 2 perk points, and this is going to roll some people's eyes, I feel. But we're going to grab Crippling Strikes, and we're going to grab Executioner. So with 3 different hits, we're rolling for a 33% chance to deal, injuries every time we hit, in addition to applying things like Fearsome. And then if we do get multiple injuries, we get Executioner 20% increased damage on injured enemies. So any kind of on-hit effect is going to amplify the effectiveness of these type of flails attacks. So let's read it together. Cascade is the main attack. Let loose a cascade of 3 striking heads on your opponent. Will strike over or around shield cover. That's good to know. 4 AP to use, builds up 12 fatigue, so not a very fatigue heavy move. Inflicts 6 to 65 damage to hit points, of which 0 to 19 can ignore armor. Inflicts 6 to 65 damage to armor. Will make 3 separate strikes for 1/3 of the weapon's damage each. Ignores the bonus to melee defense granted by shields. So, ignore shields, can hit 3 times, can apply 3 stacks of whatever on-hit effects you need to hit with. Not great against armor, but can hit the head pretty well if that's what we need it to do. And we have Headhunter to give us a further increased chance of hitting the head. So I want to test this weapon out, and I think against orcs is probably going to be a very easy way to test this weapon out. Alright, so it's nighttime. We're going to lose some of our ranged advantage here, but oh, it's 25. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so you know what? Let's camp. Whoop, whoop. Okay, pause there at the last second. We don't want them to attack us while we're camping. Let's just roll around, wait till daytime, and then we'll attack. There we go. 25 is quite a lot. A warlord, a lord of war, a fearsome orc. You've heard them all. One such enormity stands about the Greenskins' camp. One of their leaders, one of their best fighters. What does it matter? It matters none at all. Of course not. None at all. Everything will go according to plan. Well, they just kind of ambushed us with a warlord. That's pretty cool. So, in an update video I did today on the Champions blog, where they talk about unique weapons, one of the things I mentioned was the importance of transparency and the types of enemies you fight, and that how sometimes the game kind of switches it up on you at the last second. And that can either be good or bad. It's good because it adds excitement to a playthrough, but it can be bad because, one of the biggest parts of this game is being able to plan, right? And if you can't plan, then it's very hard to succeed. So, we went into this fight thinking we were fighting 25 young and berserkers, and instead we now have Mug Nadar joining the fight, which it drastically changes this battle. We're very good at killing orc young. We're decent at killing berserkers, although they are quite scary. But a Warlord has abilities, right? He can bellow, he can cause us to rout, and he can buff. He can greatly buff the resolve of his fellow orcs. Yeah. I went for the greedy shot on the Berserker. I think we're going to tuck in here. Call that good. We could probably just pass, but I feel like we need to use Indomitable on our units that have it. Spear wall here. Okay. I don't like having this high ground in front of us, but there's really not much we can do about it. If we advance in any meaningful way, we could put, you know, Isaac on here. That actually might not be bad with spear wall. Let's try it. That's what we expected. But Indomitable is going to keep us from being stunned. I'm going to pull back here with Sir Steinhardt, making him less of a target for that charge. They're probably going to go on Guido. And when they go on Guido, they'll stun him without a doubt. And we'll be able to do something with Sir Steinhardt. But if we leave him here, he gets charged. And he's one we don't want to be stun locked. So now he's going to get a chance to attack. And from the high ground, that makes him pretty strong. And there we go. Isaac the Stoic is a Spearmaster. And he's going to keep this entire area clear for us, hopefully. Wow, and he stun skipped over. I didn't even know that was a thing they could do. Yeah, and they stunned him exactly like we thought they would. So everything according to plan for the moment. Now we need to pick out a new guy we can kill. And sometimes right now, it's not even really about, you know, focusing down any particular target. It's more about getting kills and starting that chain reaction of death to scare these orcs. We need to kill as many as we possibly can. And you see there, the resolve starts to waver. Let's pass here. You know what? He's got a shield. Let's go ahead and try. He's also not wearing a helmet. Let's try and hit him on the head. And we did. We gave him 2 injuries and we almost killed him. So any orc not wearing a helmet is going to have a hard time. And here they gave us a beautiful, beautiful shatter attack. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. And we're going to use Indomitable once again. It's very important. And now we have a slash attack and go straight down the line. We get them. So we're doing a ton of damage. So 2 injuries applied to him. That feels good. Let's get our spear back up. And there we go. Next turn, I think Sir Steinhardt's going to have the initiative here. And we should be able to kill... We should be able to kill this Berserker directly in front of him. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about jumping into this crevice here. I think we just leave this as it is and pass. We're missing out on an opportunity to attack and kill him, which maybe we should have taken. Okay. So this guy might jump around the back here. He's the one I'm looking at right now in the order. Okay, he did go around the back, not exactly where I expected. So we're going to get the kill right now. Good, 2 kills. So we clear the way a bit for Sir Steinhardt. We thin the herd a little. Once again, Guido's going to get stunned. It's unfortunate. He's a lower level. He still doesn't have Indomitable yet, which I think is a very important trait for a two-handed bro to have. Okay, what do we do here? I think we focus down this Berserker. We can't let someone like him get into our back line. That's exceptionally dangerous. And if they were injured, I would shoot at them even though they have shields. Let's spread the love around. I feel like he's going to try and jump in and get wrecked by a spear. Or he's going to go in on Guido and try and get an attack. But man, Guido's dodging everything. Okay. And you'll see there that kill triggering a bit of a chain reaction. And yeah, more kills. And we forced them to jump into that concave instead of us doing it. You know what? Instead of reloading, quick hands and see if we can't get this kill. Very good. And a beheading, no less. What can we hit? You know what? Let's put some damage on this guy. Let's hope that Lance doesn't get stunned or anything like that. He does actually, he does have Indomitable once again. Let's go for the easy kill and then pass. We'll see if any of them want to move up. And another shatter. Beautiful. And we'll kill the one up top because I feel like Sir Chris is going to be able to finish him. Ooh, we almost got him as well. Spear Wall is doing great. Spear Wall from the high ground, I mean, that's just a super effective combo. And the Warlord still wants to fight. That's great. Alright, so Steinhardt's going to do his work down here. Bone plating, stopping that first big hit. Unfortunately, Gwent is going to get stunned by the Orc Young. But we have answers to that. I think we have an angle or two with our archers. Yeah, as long as we don't get killed by one of these enormous berserker weapons. There aren't many berserkers left on the battlefield. Okay, now we step up. We're going to hit him because this guy's dead. I mean, it's guaranteed death on him. Let's put some damage on this guy. And boom, big hits, and then we'll do it again. Wow, that is so brutal. Okay, here we are going to... I kind of want a shield wall, because I feel like he's going straight in. The spear will stop him from going here or here, probably, but he may jump here. You know what? It's so risky. We're going to shield wall. I feel like he's jumping in here if he moves in at all, and he's not. Okay. Let's jump down here and take this attack. Clear out all of his lackeys. Any of these dudes wounded enough to kill? Yes. And I think now we just want to support in this pocket here. Lance can kill those two Orc Young, no problem. Steinhardt almost got the double cleanup. But Guido spent the entire battle stunned and didn't take almost but one hit. That's crazy. So the Orcs want to run now, which means we really need to tie them down in melee if we want to actually get the kills. Which, to be fair, we don't really need to get. Wow, you had a clear shot, man. So that sucked a little bit, but it's okay. That was a hard hit too. Okay, let's see what Mug Nadar does. He goes for our resolve. Getting a nice surround on him is pretty powerful. We've got him wavering. Yeah, let's go for him. Let's tie him down. Yeah, Gwent gets the cleanup. Perfect. So I think one of them is getting away. But that's okay. There's no penalty for that. But what an exciting, like, fun match for us to start today's episode with. Do we have any shot at all? Nope. Just pass. Dazed. Okay, and now he's fleeing. So this is pretty GG right here. And we're gonna get a nice payday for this. What was ultimately just a really fun battle. So man, that doesn't do a lot of damage against big, you know, huge orc warriors. But in the hands of someone with Overwhelm, Overwhelm is the other amazing ability. So I think Fearsome, Overwhelm, and then Crippling Strikes. If you're going to use this weapon, the flail, you need to have all those abilities and make full use of it. Yeah, we're running you down. You were quite ugly, sir. He came back. Wow. What on earth made him want to come back? The orcs don't normally like come back once they start running, so that's unusual. But we want to lock them down if we can. Nice. I was like holding my breath there for a second. And we got him. And we had a level on Aerosel of all people. Oh my god, we got another. So Mug Nadar's Warden. So if you ever see him, I guess know that he's going to drop a shield. It's this. Oh, I thought I recognized this from a video I did earlier today. So a video I did earlier today had pictures of the new champion units. And in one of the pictures, they had an orc warlord with bones hanging from his belt. And I remember thinking, is that like a unique thing? Like a orc armor or something? But I didn't realize it was attached to his shield. Wow, we almost just, I mean, we essentially just killed a champion. Mug Nadar's Warden. A massive metal shield that is almost impossible to destroy, but very heavy and fatiguing to wear for any human. Maximum fatigue of 18. Yeah. I don't know if we'll be able to use that, but let's find some room in our inventory for some of this good stuff. We don't need quivers. Actually, this is not good stuff, to be honest. I would rather eat rotten meat than hold on to some of this stuff. Alright, we did it. Your employer, Baron Torsten von Grawol, better pay damn well for you to fight these brutes. They didn't go down easy. Check on your men and prepare a return to your employer. Okay, let's stop by Strandekai and see what kind of prices they have for us. And in the meantime, before we get to that, one more resolve here for Aerosel, one more fatigue, and then I think, what else would be good for him? We could just go hit points. I was hoping to get 2 from that thanks to Colossus, but it didn't happen. That's alright. And we want to go into our inventory and repair. We don't have a ton of tools, but we'll probably end up not being able to sell stuff here. And then having to buy some pretty expensive tools anyway. All the big orc weapons get repaired. I think that's enough. Yeah, that's got to be enough. Stop by the inn. Pretty expensive drinks there. Okay, and let's go into the marketplace. They have a lot of bad effects. Ugh. Check the shield. See what they're... I mean, they're pretty mediocre. We can sell all the junk here and hold on to the good stuff until we get back to where we got this quest from. There we go. I think we're repairing almost all the rest of that stuff. Folk. Focus. Don't sell anything that'll cost me 16 grand or something to get back. That's a pretty good price for that. And a really good price for wood because I take it they're rebuilding here. Rebuilding, raided, ambush trade routes, and marauding greenskins. They're not having a good time. But let's go back to Dunkelwald. We'll fast forward, of course. There may be another set of enemies we can fight here. Every time I pass on this road, there's nothing but like battles. Climb the mountains for a sec. Blackjack's camp. We're going to leave that there for now. We're going to head down to Sudfest after we turn in this quest, assuming that there's nothing great for us to do here. And then we'll head down. And there may actually be a quest for us to take that place out. And we'll just get paid to do it. So they've got Unhold around here. The prices here are actually worse. That's lame. But we can sell the amber shards. That's not nothing. I kind of want to just make some room. Let's get rid of that. And we'll get rid of this stuff. At the moment, I'd rather have the tools because we're not getting great prices in these places. And I kind of want to check that shield out and see if anyone can wield that. And we can compare its stats. We'll take a second to do that as well. Check the marketplace. 400? Come on. That's really bad. Let's buy a little bit of food. Check the Fletcher. There might be... Oh, I was just at the Fletcher. My bad. Contract. There's chaos in the scrublands to the southeast. It's exactly where we want to go. Yeah, I'm not looking to do that. They want us to hunt the hardest creatures in the game, which is fine. Brigands. Yeah, we'll take that. That's an easy one. 2K. And with a bandit leader, there's a chance. There's always a chance we can get something unique. And we'll see how many of them there are. Not a lot. So we can bring in our new buddy, Sir Balin. Lance is about to level. I don't really want to take Lance out. Well, about to level is a pretty relative term. He's 2K away from leveling. Who do we take out? Do we take out Aerosol? Do something like that. That's cool. Okay. And now let's compare the shield here. So we can take a second to look at, I think this is one of our strongest shields. Since we lost the Kraken shield, which I'm still a little bitter about. So just the durability here, 72 durability. Melee defense is 21. Range defense 15. So I mean this thing has way more melee defense. And it's really almost as heavy, but it has more than double the durability. Interesting. So it's not quite as unusable as I at first thought. But I mean, actually this is one of our strongest ones. Incorruptible Defender. 5 more fatigue, and all you get is 1 extra melee defense and more durability. It's still a great shield, but we have so many other shield options that we can use. I mean, some of our brothers really struggle with fatigue. And we need them to be using, you know, the lightest shields that we can. Actually, the Linwern shield is probably our best shield right now. We have so many. We've been blessed in the shield department, that's for sure. But anyway, guys, let's jump in before it comes nighttime. I think we got it. You didn't plan to see him, but it's no doubt the man himself. The wolf is at the brigands' encampment. The famed killer is apparently paying a visit to one of his criminal offshoots, studiously marching around the thieves, pointing his finger at this or that, remarking about the quality of that and this. A few bodyguards follow him everywhere. You estimate that between him and the rest of the brigands, there's about 20 men mucking about. Back to back. What are the odds of this? Back to back Warlord and then a super rare, brigand. What are the odds? I almost wonder if I didn't miss an update or something, because it feels like, these guys are champions already. The Wolf certainly probably is, and that Warlord may have been kind of a champion-esque engagement. It's weird. It almost feels like they snuck in. And there he is, I'd assume. That's the Wolf. No unique gear that I can see. He's got throwing weapons out, so it's hard to tell. I would love to kill the leader before he even gets close to me. Come on, Gwent. And they've left their backline exposed, which is something I'm more than happy to take advantage of. Just pass, pass, pass. See what else they do. I don't want to step forward at all. Let them come to us. We can actually step back here and take this high ground. And that may give Lance Lone Wolf. It may still be too close. I think it's 4 spaces. Yeah, I'm not that worried about it. The archers are going to take their pretty weak shots. Some of them it looks like aren't even shooting. Yeah, he stepped out. He's going to get killed for sure. Alright, a stack of overwhelm, but it hit actually it hit our head, I think. This axe got to go, the war brands got to go, and the archers have to go. And after that, it's just a melee cleanup. Wow, right in the melee, eh? Okay. It's like, well, see you later. Okay, that's a little too far. Man, I was really hoping one of them would get that kill. Now let's tie this guy down. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere. And anything we hit, we're happy with. Take the chance there to get that kill. That's Sir Balin's kill. That's great. And all of these dudes are wearing helmets. He has a shield wall up, but we ignore shields. So it's pretty groovy. Use a slash attack there to hit both of them. How far out can we jump? Pretty good. We put a little bit of damage on everyone, it looks like. I hate chasing the marksman because I feel like I'm just pushing him further away from my archers. Okay, so he's staying in the kind of general gettable range. Okay, 2 shots with the throwing weapons getting landed. Arming sword to the body for Lance reflects some damage. Not a lot though. Wow, good strategy there from the AI. And he's got riposte plus shield wall. That's a pretty dangerous combo. And he tried to destroy our shield. Alright, please kill this guy. Thank you. Alright, let's switch it up. Figured we were going to miss there. They had a double shield wall going. Wow. Decapitation. Okay, let's go for the big triple swing. Walk right past. Yeah, I didn't think it would. I was hoping that would work, but I wasn't really counting on it. Alright, let's tie them down. Keep these dudes away from our shield, lest we lose another one on Sir Steinhardt. Dudes with throwing weapons out have no zone of control. It's important to remember. Yeah, man. I had a feeling that I was going to do that. I knocked him back. Kind of gave him an avenue to escape. I hope we have some dogs. Yeah, I don't see any dogs on anyone. Dang. Yeah, range on taunt, not nearly enough. I thought for sure we'd get a chance to move before him, that his initiative would be too slow. I'm gonna run him down. Sir Steinhardt, maybe? Damn, we don't have any dogs. Man, that was my own fault, going for that greedy shatter. Because it doesn't always knock people back, and it doesn't always hit. I'm pretty sure if we wanted to get whatever unique thing killing him gets you, we had to actually kill him. I don't think it'll just give it to us for beating him. Man, we need to visit a kennel or something. We're not gonna be able to catch him, sadly. I'm gonna try. Dang. So I doubt we'll get whatever. Yeah, we didn't get anything. That sucks. The one unit that gets away. Man, my bad, guys. That felt awful. We had a chance to get back-to-back unique items. I'm actually curious if we reloaded from the autosave before the battle, if that would proc again. But the wolf slips away this time. We'll no doubt see him again. I want to buy these expensive tools, even though I kind of don't like it. And let's come in here and sell, sell, sell. The prices here suck, but keeping a tidy inventory. And at this point, gold is not irrelevant, but not nearly as important as it was. Okay, let's get out of here and go to Suitfest. And would not be surprised at all if we get a quest that says go to the west and take out Blackjack's camp. And then we get paid a ton to do it. By the way, did we get any levels for that last fight? We did not. Okay, Suitfest. You were good to us in the past. Anything cool in your armory? Not quite. Not quite. There's some good stuff there. We're just kind of past all that. Some lake he discovered surrounded by lush plants and strange animals. I still don't know what this is about. If this is an actual allusion to a location, or if whether or not this is a guy who had like a desert stroke. Check out the Fletcher. Any unique crossbows or anything? Nope. And the training hall. Very important for us. Veterans lessons for everyone. For the next 3 fights, they'll get increased stuff, experience. Shouldn't say stuff. And hireables. Just so we know, there's another adventurous noble. Here's a hedge knight. We haven't really picked up too many hedge knights. There's a sellsword with the title The Fearless. It's pretty cool. Norman the Legend. And just regular old Norman. See, what a horrible thing to this guy's confidence. He's literally sitting in a hall, like, waiting to be drafted, essentially. And there he is, sitting next to Norman the Legend. Who's just going to take regular Norman? Poor guy. And this guy is several levels up, Hatterbrand, but I feel like you're paying a ton for his axe, and I hate doing that. I mean, we're also sitting at 20, but this place is stocked full of good guys, which is good to know. And coming into here, perfect. That was 60 tools? Take one more, and I'm going to take both of these dogs as well. I hate not having dogs. It's one of my least favorite things. We've been leaning really heavily in the late game on our resolve and just having dudes that don't break. But in most of these fights, you know, we really don't need that. Like, 67 resolve is an excessive amount on someone like Sir Chris. Right? 72 here is an excessive amount. We should have more dogs. And in the meantime, when we're not fighting units that test our resolve, we should be taking those types of things off. I wish there was a kennel around here. So also, I did notice there are no contracts. So anyway, let's just go head over to Blackjack's camp and challenge that hedge knight. See if we can't pick up some good loot. Here we go. So this should be a tougher fight than the last one. Yeah, he's got scale armor, big mace, good helmet. Can't see the leader yet. I'm going to jump out with Sir Steinhardt. He's not blocking any archer shots. We need him to get Lone Wolf. Wow, they land the crossbow shots. It's just a lot of dangerous weapons here. We're going to see what we can do. That's a good miss. Surprised we missed so many shots. They are kind of far away, but even still. So they're going to sit back thinking that they have the ranged advantage. And they kind of do, but we have the Lance and Sir Steinhardt advantage, which is much harder to quantify. Our front line's not doing anything, we'll just have them chill out. And there we go, we get a chance at Grimold, the Ashen Prince. That's a pretty cool title. Interesting tactics here. They've made a kind of a wall. They've walled off their back line from us. But they left one guy out here just for us to kind of stumble on. It's interesting that they're backing up here. They really feel threatened by our two brothers. Really, I just want to kind of thin the herd before we move in close. 21. That's the best we're going to get. It applies Overwhelm. That's nice. %7 shot. Yeah, we want to kill some of these marksmen. Let's go for the guy who's already injured. Our chances of hitting him are pretty good. I'm going to step up here. We can move our battle line forward a bit. Step up here and just take this shot. Or we can get greedy. Yeah. Yeah, now that he's fleeing, he's not really a threat. Ooh, the Hedge Knight comes forward. That was a huge shatter. Can we still get a swing in? We cannot. Yeah, this flank's not going to hold for very long. I wouldn't be surprised if they send in this other raider here to take his place. Alright, up comes the Warbrand. Feeling brave. Being very cautious with the archers and crossbowmen. This guy jumped forward, however. Let's move up a bit. Nice. So I'm hoping I can get the kill like this. Perfect. And we'll leave it like that for now. And with that kill, we should be able to step forward on him. He takes a round swing, but doesn't get us, thankfully. And we'll just start battering him. Man, Overwhelm would be so good. One more shatter. And 3 dead off the shatter. That's crazy. And we'll leave Gwent here to try and support Sir Dankred and Baldwin. But I want to move forward one more with Ragnar, maybe 2 more. We just don't want to set up a good slash for him. We don't want him to get 2 in a row. Let's use Indomitable. I don't think there's any real harm in that fatigue loss. He's going to get a... Well, I was going to say, if he wanted to take a 3-person swing, he could do that. Would have been dangerous. Oh, the archer moved forward, and he took a shot at our Lindworm shield. Yeah, that sucked. Just get that kill. So that flail was so much better against guys with shields. Just having that additional bonus. Yeah, let's get here, that way when he tries to run, we kill him. Because otherwise, I mean, it's really not good, as I said in the orc fight. It's not good at taking out these super heavily armored targets. It just doesn't do enough. And another one for Lance. Lance's kill count is just absurd. he's gone. Perfect. I was hoping at least one hit would just send him on his way so he wouldn't smack us with that flail. And it was indeed enough. Down goes the knight. And there we go. So that was a pretty tough little fight for us, but we managed to get through. We didn't get his scale armor, of course, because we beat him to death. But we picked up some copper ingots, some crowns, more than a stack of tools, some silverware, some good weapons. So that was a pretty value pick for us. I wish someone would have paid us to clear that place out, but don't want to get too greedy. So let's repair that for sure. The long sword and the arming sword for sure, and the helmet. Closed flat top with mail. Yeah. That was a good helmet about 100 days back, but now we're just using all the good stuff. And down here is where I wanted to kind of roam around and get us good experience. Just watch the gold tick up. We're at 40k right now. We're doing great. We'll check the Fletcher and the armory one last time to make sure they haven't gotten any deliveries since we've been there. Did no one level on that fight? Okay, Sir Balin levels on the next battle for sure. Gwent's a few battles away. Baldwin's very close. And then Guido's got a couple battles left. Okay, no worries. That's all good. Let's check and see if we can find one more interesting fight. Ooh. This is a new event. You find the nobleman Sir Balin and the rather ragged-looking Isaac the Stoic quarreling over the last piece of food on a spit. Apparently the lowborn got his fork to it first, but the nobleman claimed that his high stature granted him the right to the meat. Nah, we not just giving nobles what they want. In the company of sellswords, no man is low or highborn. I don't care if you're dissatisfied. Sir Balin looks aghast. He slowly lifts his fork from the spit, and Isaac the Stoic immediately shovels the last bit of meat into his mouth. The nobleman gets up and heads your way. He straightens before you, bumping his chest into yours as you lock eyes. A few of the men put their hands on their pummels. Siding with the lowborn, huh? I fancied you would, being lowborn yourself. Don't ever expect to become one of us. You're a sellsword for life. Remember that. I've got more money than most of the people I think that own these cities, but that's cool. I'll just be a rich sellsword with my fat loot. I think if you do enough of those type of events, and you kind of don't side with the nobles, eventually they can actually defect. I know sometimes you can have events. Well, let's just kill these orcs for fun. You can have events where I think sellswords and noblemen get into arguments over how much they're getting paid. And if you don't like raise how much you pay the nobleman, they'll just like keep blackmailing you until you do it, because they're like, I can't believe you pay us nobles as much as you pay these sellswords. So I'm actually surprised we haven't seen one of those events, because I've had them pop up plenty of times on my other playthroughs. They're pretty common. Get him with that impaler. No, Gwent, no. And Gwent doesn't even have like the worst range skill. I mean, it's really not that bad for him to miss as many shots as he does. We'll use Indomitable wherever we have it. And the spear wall up on the hill worked last time. Let's try that out. Alright, the throwing weapons come out. Expected that. I thought about jumping back one more just to make sure Guido is the one that took the hit once again. But it's okay. This isn't an extremely tactical fight, I don't feel like. Especially when they're all just young. We'll probably be able to rout them before we have to kill almost all of them. Very good. Let's go for the slash. Let's get that kill and then tie this guy down. Lots of kills here. Man, didn't expect to miss. It feels really sad. You just hear that little dink. It's a pretty weak sound. Wow, 3 shots, 3 kills. We were very efficient this battle. And honestly, this fight goes either way, even if we don't have all the unique items and armor we have. This type of battle is more about placement and you know, having the right type of squad. And our squad is really set up to kill Orc Young. Obviously our weapons are effective, but like our armors and stuff, that didn't have much to do with it. We could have cleaned this fight up, you know, 300, 400 days back. And it would have been fine. So we did get one of those levels. And that was on Sir Balin. So let's see what he's rocking. I kind of want to give him the Axe Mastery. I think I will. So he's going to be using the Grizzly Harbinger for the foreseeable future. A nice 6 there, or 3 for his melee skill, putting him up to 66. Let's take... I think we need to take a 4 there and a 3 there. I like the 4 in Resolve, but he's really not hurting for Resolve. So that's good. He needs Fatigue. HP works very well with Colossus. We need to get him up into like the 80s, probably, if not low 90s. But his melee skill is so pitiful that we have to pump this. Almost no matter what. At least he has a star in it. And this will probably be the last fight of the day. I'm expecting orcs just because of the footprints. And yeah, just more Orc Young. We obviously can't see the rest of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were all young. No shields and very weak armor. Warbows with Berserk attached are very powerful against them. Kind of expecting maybe a warrior or two, but yep, nope. Man, had we fought this group with the last group, that might have been something. Because then you start getting into the whole being overwhelmed type of thing. May not have needed to Indomitable. Their front line, we killed the ones that were farthest enough forward. The only one I felt like I needed to Indomitable with was Lance. But climbing this little hill made it so that we couldn't do that in the same turn. But actually, we don't need to Indomitable with him. I keep forgetting he's wearing the Orc necklace. He can't be stunned even if he he gets charged. Yeah, that's awesome. So now we just use our archers to focus every orc that's not using a shield. God, I wish he had more action points. I would love to get a big like swing. It's not very often, unless you're making a lone wolf axe character, that you're gonna have the opportunity to have an axe guy be very surrounded. We use Indomitable just in case they try and like pierce. I keep singing little songs in my head right now. I'm like, you're going down, down in an earlier round. Every time I smash one of these guys, that's what I'm thinking. All right, peace out, orc. Man, how awesome would it be if they made a starting situation where you can play as like orcs? Oh my god, that would be awesome. Like in the similar way that everyone hates you because you're like a barbarian raider. That's one of the different starts you can do. We know that one. But man, what if you could be like an orc company who like fights other orcs? Because in this universe, at least, orcs are not completely like stupid. They're horrible and brutal and not at all friendly to men. But they're not dumb. Like, they're kind of organized in the same way that Tolkien orcs are organized. I don't know. Just spitballing what may be a fun idea. This game has so much potential. It's such an amazing, like, just groundwork for any kind of idea you want to have. And the AI tried to push us there, probably to run away. But they're gone. There are a lot of things I would advocate for in this game. One of them I've talked about several times, but cavalry I think would be great. I'm not going to go into too much depth right now, but like I think it's something that could be implemented for sure. Having female characters. I'm not like huge into forcing female characters into genres and historical settings where they don't belong. But this is a fantasy setting, and there's room for that kind of thing. In the same way that in, like, let's say the 40K universe, you have, what do they call them? The Adeptus Sororitas, the kind of female Space Marine-esque power armor wielding badass warrior women, right? There's room for that sort of thing. You just, it's your fantasy world. You can create it however you want. And I think there's definitely room for female characters in the game as well. And then, like I said earlier, like orcs. I mean, there's really no limit to the type of stuff you can do once you have kind of the groundwork laid like this. And like I said, that's going to be the last fight for today. I'm just kind of checking to see if there's any cool locations for us to get into. And I'm happy with the new barbarians coming. I mean, that was definitely one way they could go with it. Another thing I was thinking of, they could even do, if they keep expanding the continent like they're doing, just keep making it bigger and bigger. So this world is so much bigger than the original, right? And with the upcoming DLC, they're going to make the northern portions more relevant. I don't know if that means they're going to necessarily increase the map size from what it is already, but I could see it getting another map size increase, or if they're just going to populate it more heavily with the raiders. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to implement that. But if the continent continues to grow, I could see them doing like an Eastern themed or an Arabic themed, like a samurai, variant. They're always kind of the cities to the east, and then the cities to the south have more of an Arabic theme. Like you could do so much, or an Arabian theme. I shouldn't say Arabic theme, but an Arabian theme. You can do so much, and I hope this game one day reaches that kind of incredible potential. But yeah, if we're not going to discover anything, I'm just going to head back to Sudfest and sell off what I have. And then we'll see next time where we pick up. I may do some exploring off camera, probably in this very dangerous area, and see what kind of, Lindworm-esque fights we can get into. Yeah, coat of plates. They've changed up their equipment since we were here last time. But they're being raided by greenskins, but they still don't have a contract for us. Okay, let's sell what we have. I don't know if that was 3 battles or not. Whether or not we need to retrain. I think we probably still have one more stack of experience gain for us to get. And we also don't need this many of these. Sell off the furs. And we had a level on Baldwin. Awesome. So Baldwin is... Man, he's kind of a good candidate to be another lone wolf. So I think we will make him a lone wolf. But if he will be, then he needs to have underdog. So let's give that to him. Wow, 1. 1 is pretty rough there. Man, do we want to take this? I think we definitely go. That's his last HP boost. We need a fatigue roll because his fatigue is pretty pitiful. And then I think I would rather have 3 in ranged over, a big resolve boost. He just doesn't need it. And then Gwent should have Berserk. So let's get him that. Wow, 3 and 4. It's pretty great. And his HP still sucks. It's so miserable. Let's take a 3 in range defense. Okay. Alright, I'm happy with that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett and my channel is Good Talk Gaming. We are going to jump back into some more exploring and stuff next time. And we're getting very close. You'll see here our newest brothers, with the exception of Sir Balin, which we don't really need for the upcoming fights. But Baldwin and Guido are getting up there, as well as Gwent. And soon they'll be ready in case we need them for the witch hunt battle. So, and that's what we're all, hoping to see very soon. So, I'm a little burnt out. I've been talking for hours straight recording videos because let me just ramble for a minute if you don't mind. My internet went out for like an entire day. OBS, my recording stuff, software has stopped working completely. And from what I'm seeing, it's a pretty common issue that there doesn't seem to be any great fix for. And I've tried every single thing under the sun. Every website that I've looked at, I've probably done about 10 different things to fix it, including uninstalling and reinstalling. And now I'm forced to use my kind of integrated software that came with my laptop to record, and it's just not as good. The audio quality is not as good, and neither is the just the kind of versatility. It can't do a lot of the things that OBS can do. So, guys, I apologize if there are audio issues with this episode or any other episodes. And in the future, I'm going to try and fix it. I'm not that much of a computer, a technical computer guy. I can do things. I can follow instructions online. I've done that, but I haven't been able to get it to work. and I'm pretty bummed about it. But anyway, it shouldn't affect my ability to put out, Battle Brothers series, so don't get bummed about that. But other types of content that I'm trying to make, I'm finding it hard to do, and that's just a huge bummer for me. And I feel like if my audio quality is terrible, if I'm limited by the things that I can do, it's going to make it difficult for me to grow the channel, and that's unfortunate. That's really what I don't want to happen. I don't want the channel growth to stop. And it's been doing great. I think I'm up to 114 subscribers as of today, and I count every single one. Every single one is important to me. And for those of you that watch every day, I just want to say thank you while I've got you here. And yeah, I really appreciate you. And apparently just sitting here, we got a fist fight. Oh my god. I'll read it. The game wants me to read it. We've had this before, but I'll read it. It's funny. You go out for a piss and find yourself midstream when the din of combat erupts behind you. Pinching it off, you fix your drawers and head back for the encampment. There you find the whole company engaged in battle, not with any particular foe, but with itself. Sellswords are clamoring over equipment in the campfire and each other to swing fists and spin elbows and wrestle one another around or tackle each other to the ground. Anyone who falls get their asses kicked, literally, until someone else comes along to distract the ones doing the kicking. Then the one who had fallen jumps to their feet and throws themselves back into the fray. The old fracas eases as the men slowly realize you're there, and they shape up and line up as though a swift reorganization would be a suitable solution for their churlish behavior. Shaking your head, you ask what sparked it. The men shrug. No one can remember. You do a roll call to make sure nobody's dead. You then tell them to shake it all off, keeping an eye on them as they do so. No bad blood to sniff out. Seems like this was just a bit of a fun tussle and wrestle, that's all. Nothing like a good brawl. So we got some light wounds. No big deal. But, that's it for me today, guys. That's a pretty suitable way to end today's episode with a fun event. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm just fighting right now. Fighting a bunch of different things and trying to get everything to work. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and all that. Alright, y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.